Hello, I Sing family. Happy New Year. It's Denosh again, and I am bringing you another video edition of The Working Singer. Hope you guys had a nice holiday. I know we're well into the new year, so I hope you all have made some good resolutions, that you're sticking to them, and I wish you an amazing year with all of that. So as you know, with each of my articles, I like to interview a singer, one who happens to be friends of mine, ones who happen to be friends of mine. And I always relish the chance to get to know some new people. But because this year everyone's traveling and we are doing a series on touring, I'd love to jump on a plane and follow my friends around the world. That's just not possible. So I'm here in LA, but I'm bringing to you some of my friends from around the world who've been touring. And we've spoken to Kylie Dean, who was in New Jersey on tour with Madonna. And we spoke with Nelson Beato, who was just home on a short break on the Stevie Wonder Songs in the Key of Life tour. So now I'm going to bring to you some of my other amazing friends that are out with Janet Jackson, just got off the road with Sam Smith, Pharrell, and so many other amazing, talented artists that we all love. And I wanted to do something very different. So since I couldn't be with them, I had them all do a little mini video blog to bring to you their top 5. And if you read the articles, you know I always have each singer do a pitch of their top 5, pieces of advice. But I was inspired to do a very special top 5 this time. So I'm not going to tell you what their top 5s are. You got to watch to discover it. I personally have a few top 5s that I'll share with you in a little bit. And so to all my friends who contributed, thank you so much for your time and your efforts. I'm really excited to share this video. And for those of you who are watching, I hope you get something really good out of it and that it's informative. And you also have a few laughs too. So once again, check out this video. Thank you so much for always tuning in, and I wish you an amazing 2016. Okay, so I thought maybe I would join the masses and give you one of my top 5 that's important to me. The past 3 years, the artists I've been working with have had a very physical requirement to their show, which for me has been a lot of fun because being a dancer, it's been kind of a dream come true to have the best of both worlds, to be able to sing and dance on stage. So one of the things that has been really, really important to me is staying in shape. And of course, that's going to vary depending on what kind of gig you're doing. But for me, these are my top 5 things that I sort of take into consideration when trying to keep a strong physical overall well-being on the road. Number 1 for me is cardio with vocal as well. Shows can be an hour to 2 hours, and so it's really important to make sure that you are up for it, that you can sing and that you can breathe and that you figure out your phrasing. And it's really scary when you get on stage that first time and you're like, oh snap, I can't breathe, I can't sing, I can't do anything. And it gets easier over time, but I try to prepare myself for that. So cardio with vocal in the gym, usually on the treadmill, 30 minutes or so, like that is really good. Leg exercises. Your legs are your support. So I wear a lot of heels on stage or chunky boots, and it's a lot of thigh work. So I make sure that I do a lot of squats, leg presses, things like that to keep my legs nice and strong. And sometimes for us women, we have to wear shorts and skirts. So aesthetically, sometimes you want to be in as good shape as you can. You want to be strong and solid. So that's important to me. Stretching is really, really important. If my muscles are tight, I can't move, I can't do anything. And stretching is important to stay limber so you don't snap anything, nothing tears, and you just feel comfortable and not completely tight and dead after a long performance. So stretching is really important. Sometimes I just do simple stretches, or yoga is really good. Love doing yoga. Keeps me nice and warm. and abs, core work. Just it is your support system. It's sort of the central hub for everything. It supports your back, supports your breathing as well. So it's important to have a good, strong core. And the number one thing for me is water. You've got a very good friend of mine who's a masseuse would always make sure we drank water, and I don't drink enough water, so I have to really be on top of my water game. But it's really great to stay hydrated. Keeps your muscles nice and juicy. It is just, water's everything. It's life. So those are my top 5 for staying in shape on the road. And another important thing is sleep in conjunction with all of that. So that's really a top 6. But all of those things are really important for me for staying in shape on the road.
What's up, guys? This is Jill Zade coming to you from Martha's Vineyard Island, Massachusetts, where I am from. I'm home on my Christmas break, where I usually live in Los Angeles, and I'm currently on the Janet Jackson Unbreakable World Tour. So I was asked what my top tour bus essentials are, and these are important. Baby wipes for the face and for other places. Just, the sanitary, the cleanliness thing, I just think everyone should have their own set of baby wipes. And to accompany the baby wipes in the personal hygiene category would be some sort of room spray or body spray, just in case someone is leaving certain areas not so fresh, or you might have a moment of your own. It's always good to be considerate of others in that department. Flip-flops or house shoes, because you don't always want to be walking around in your shoes, your street shoes, but you don't want to walk in your socks or bare feet. I mean, you're on the bus with 12 people, and I love them all, and they're not dirty people, but germs are germs. They don't discriminate. And okay, so we have baby wipes, we have room spray, body spray, flip-flops. I wrote them down because, always have a Bluetooth speaker. This is kind of more better for the dressing room when we're getting ready, but you gotta have music. And it's just good to have your own little portable Bluetooth situation, so you can kind of get to it anytime. And anyone can kind of pair up with it so you can play everyone's playlists. And then, last but not least, I'm going to switch into my British accent for the last bit. Don't know why, just inspired to do so. DVDs, movies, because inevitably, at some point, the satellite will go on the bus, and then you'll be watching a blank screen or a blue screen for God knows how long you're on the bus for. So yeah, a video collection if you have them stored on your device, or you just actually have old-fashioned DVDs. It all works, just so you can have some entertainment and have the hours pass while you're waiting to get to the next city. And speaking of, I can't wait to see you all at the next city and on the Unbreakable World Tour with Janet Jackson. All right, y'all. Hope you had a great holiday and Happy New Year. Bye.
Okay, so my aunt's filming this and she's laughing, so she's making me laugh. But I'm Craig Stein, I'm from London, and I've just completed the Robbie Williams Let Me Entertain You 2015 World Tour as backing vocalist and choreographer. I've toured with him the previous year as a dancer on the Swings Both Ways tour. And I've toured with Take That as well, which is a group he used to be with, and musical theatre shows, Fame, and a lot of West End shows as well I've done. So these are my top 5 essentials, I guess. This first one is for a hotel room. I would say take a scented candle, because you never know how things be smelling. It might remind you of home, make you feel a bit more comfortable. You need a TV series, which is always good for downtime to switch off, and also stay in the know, because when you get home, your people are always talking about and having a kiki about, the hottest new show. It's always good to do that. Your speaker, take your speaker so you can play your tunes. Once you get up in the morning, you've had a little spruce and you're freshening up. That's always good. Even when you get back to your room, you have your drink and your music playing. Teas, a good selection of teas is always good, because you never know what the hotel are gonna have. Most hotels, it would be a really good one, but just anything specific, a relaxing tea, just so you get a good night's sleep. And a double bed. that would be top of the list, I would say. When you're going through Europe and stuff, a lot of hotels, their way is sort of to have just the 2 singles, and you have to always call down and be like, oh, I wanted this. It's not their way. I don't know who you need to call, the tour manager or whatever. Call ahead and ask for a double bed because you always want a good night's sleep. Next is staying healthy on the road. So obviously I would say take your vitamins, anything you need, especially vitamin C, just to keep your energies up. The traveling takes it out of you. I would then say drink a lot of water. All times. The air conditioning in hotels is always bootsy. It always seems to do some automatic knock-on effect where it just comes on even though we've turned it off, or the cleaner comes in afterwards and turns it back on. I hate that. Fruit and veg as well. Stay healthy with your fruit and veg. Always, when you go down for breakfast, my little ritual was have a good smoothie. Always get an avocado with my eggs. When you get to the venue, go to catering, make yourself a juice. That's always good. Get the toxins out. What else was I going to say? Pack for all seasons, because this year we went to Australia and I thought I was going to get my tan on, go around in my little shorts and my vests and come back looking cute, and actually it was nothing but grey skies and rain. I think there were a couple of days where the heat was cool, but yeah, the sun was not out. And cardio, I would say, is a great way to stay healthy. If you're not going to do weights or any sort of particular exercise regime, just get down to the gym, do 20 minutes on the treadmill, maybe the Stairmaster, or have a swim. That's always good. And those are my 5 tips for staying healthy on the road and your hotel room essentials.
Hi, I'm Rena Dummett, and I'm here in Miami, Florida, soon to be relocating to Los Angeles, and I'm originally from Canada. I sing with Pharrell Williams, and we just completed the Dear Girl tour. So here are my top 5 plane essentials. Number 5, I must have lotion with me because the plane gets really dry, so I need to make sure I moisturize. So lotion would be number 5. Number 4 is a scarf to wrap around my throat because I'm a vocalist. I like to keep my throat warm, and you know, there's germs on the plane, so I like to keep all of that intact. Number 3 is a blanket. I have this beautiful printed blanket, and it's colorful and it makes me happy and it feels like home, so I love to bring my blanket on the plane. Number 2 would be podcasts. I listen to various types of podcasts. I listen to health and beauty, science. Women of the Hour with Lena Dunham is a podcast I really like, so I like to have that. And number 1 would be a lunchbox. I pack a lunch, and all my snacks, all my favorites, I put in a lunchbox so that when I'm on a long flight, I always have something there for me to make me happy on a long flight. So those are my top 5 plane essentials. My top 5 stay healthy on the road tips would be number 5, green tea. I love green tea, and I feel like it energizes me, but it makes me feel like I'm really taking care of myself, especially when we're on the road and there's a lot going on and a lot of not enough time to sleep. So green tea would be number 5. Number 4 is sleep. That's a hard thing on the road because sometimes you just don't have the time and the luxury to sleep late. But as much sleep as you can get, you need to, so you don't get sick. Number 3 is water. That's definitely a religious thing that I do. I drink a lot of water, and I try to make sure I stay hydrated. Number 2 would be vitamins. Any multivitamin. I have an array of different vitamins that I take, but I make sure I take them every day to remain healthy on the road. And number 1 is yoga. In every city, pretty much all around the world, I've found yoga studios to go to, and sometimes they're in a different language, sometimes they're super early in the morning, but for me that helps me to stay healthy, sweat a little bit, and feel good about the rest of the day on the road. So those are my top 5 stay healthy tips for on the road.
Hi everyone, my name is Enya. I'm a singer-songwriter from Sydney, Australia. I have worked with Talib Kweli, Nicki Minaj, Meek Mill, Boyz II Men, Machel Montano, Shaggy, to name a few. And I have sung with Demi Lovato and recently come off tour with Justin Timberlake on the 2020 Experience for the last 2 years. It was a highly intense and highly exciting tour, and it was fully choreographed, so it was super intense rehearsals and training. So today I want to talk to you about staying healthy on the road. That was crucial for me considering how intense this tour was. It was a 3-hour show, cut back to 2.5 hours because it was so intense. I want to talk to you to begin with about being mentally healthy. It's really crucial to stay mentally healthy on a tour that's so high impact and with so many different personalities and so many different people that you could feel intimidated by because they're so experienced. And so for me, I think what was crucial for me is that I kept a journal of 10 things that I was grateful for. So I started my day writing down 10 things that I was grateful for, whether I had them or not. So I would even write them down, things that I didn't have, as though I already had them. So staying grateful, keeping a great attitude of gratitude. So that was important for me. Also, the second thing is being spiritually healthy. I read my Bible. I bring my Bible on tour. I read and I pray every single day. Keeps me in a line, keeps me understanding that I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing and how to handle things and how to handle every situation. Like I said, we're around so many different people, from the artist to management to the band to crew to staff to fans. So we need to know how to treat people. So it's important for me to read the Bible, to pray and stay connected spiritually. Physically, of course, that's important. If you're on a high intensity show, you have to understand that your physical exercise on stage is actually only cardio. So you have to make sure you strengthen your muscles. I try to do a 2 to 3 day workout each week where I make sure I do muscular, just work my muscles out, because otherwise I'll just whittle away to nothing. So, and eating the right thing, of course. Make sure you're feeding your muscles. That's key. That is key. That is the key to success. My gift to you is, which is the fourth thing, is go get a massage or go see a chiropractor or go get acupuncture. If you can keep your mind, body, spirit, your muscles, your spine all aligned, you'll sleep better, you'll feel better, you'll wake up better, you'll treat people better, you'll be in a way better mood. And the last thing that I want to talk about is having a plan. It's so important to have a plan. You're only as good as your last gig. When you get taken on a tour, you're picked up from one place, taken around the whole world, and drop right back where you came from. So it's important to have a plan. Save your money. Make sure you get your endorsements. If you're an artist, connect with the fans. Connect and gain more followers, gain more attention for your music. So it's important to do that. Make sure you don't override and do the wrong thing by the artist, but make sure you're always in communications with management so you don't trot on anybody's toes. But it's important. You're only as good as your last gig, and you need the next gig after that. If not, you need to propel yourself into your future. So that's important. Thank you guys for listening to what is important for me on a tour. And please make sure to follow me on all of my social media. My Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud are at Miss Enya, and subscribe to me on my website. I've got new music coming soon. It's welcometozenya.com. Make sure you stay positive. Be the most positive person on your tour, regardless of the situation. Always stay positive, always stay aligned, and take care of yourself. Thanks, guys.
Hi, my name is Ricky Court. I'm a singer-performer. I've performed with Kirk Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Pharrell Williams, Michael Bublé, to name a few. And I'm currently on a short break from a world tour as the lead singer of the vocal band Naturally 7. I'm going to give you my top 5 playlist right now. Number 5, Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. Best hip-hop album in at least 5 years. Number 4, Adele's 25. I can't get enough of it. Number 3, Anthony Brown Group Therapy's Everyday Jesus. I love it. Number 2, Kirk Franklin, Losing My Religion. That album is the business. And number 1, and still champion, is Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life. Get that in your system. Hey, Ricky Coit again. I'm going to give you my top 5 tour bus essentials. Number 5, good pair of house shoes. Don't be tracking the grime from outside all in the tour bus. That's nasty. Get it together. Number 4, get yourself a comfortable pair of sweats. You want to be able to go from the lounge to your bunk seamlessly. Number 3, get yourself a good pair of headphones, preferably noise canceling. You want to shut the world out when you get in your bunk. Number 2, on a related note, get yourself a reliable media player, be it your laptop or be it your iPad or whatever it is you're going to play it on. Reliable. And number 1, and this is the gospel truth, get yourself a virtual private network. That's your own personal hotspot. You don't want to depend on the bus's internet. You want your own situation. Take it from your boy.
Hey, my name is Ladonna Harley-Peters. I am from Birmingham, which is in the West Midlands of England, but I live in London. I've just finished touring, doing a world tour with Sam Smith over the past 2 years, and we just finished just in time for Christmas. Previously, before that, I've toured with Emily Sunday, Lamar, Mel C from the Spice Girls, Corinne Bailey Ray, Daniel Merriweather, Sam Sparrow, and many more that I can't remember right now. But yeah, here goes my top 5. So, music playlist. What am I listening to right now? That would be D'Angelo, Black Messiah, Leanne LaHavas, new album, don't remember what it's called, Jasmine Sullivan, new album, don't remember what it's called, Omar, the man, anything but Omar, I love him, and Motown Christmas album, get it, it's great. Plane essentials. For the airplane, I absolutely need headphones, absolutely need a scarf because it's always freezing, and a hat. This Lucas Pawpaw ointment. You can only get it from Australia, which is annoying, but I think you can get it on Amazon if you're not going to be in Australia at any time soon. But it is, you know, they say coconut oil is like good for everything. This literally is good for everything. My 5th one for a plane. Phone charger. Yeah. So, tour bus essentials. Tour bus essentials, definitely flip-flops, because if you need to go toilet in the middle of the night, you don't want slippers, because if the floor's wet, it's going to be awful. Headphones, so you can have some quiet time if the bus is noisy or you just want to be alone. A hoodie for when the AC is too much, because it definitely is too much a lot. A pillowcase, you don't know who's been sleeping on that before you got there, and you don't know if they actually washed it. Baby wipes, again, you don't know who's been touching that stuff. Hotel essentials, water, definitely. You probably just got off the bus and you're probably going to be dehydrated because the AC was running all day. Water. Make sure you sleep well. Speaker. I always have my speaker. I always make sure I video call my family, because being on the road, it can get hard when you're away from your people. Make sure you get that free Wi-Fi. Stay healthy on the road. What do I do to stay healthy? I always have vitamins. Always drink water. Stay away from the dessert tray in catering. Try and stay active, take a walk around the city or around the venue. If you're doing arenas, just wander. Stay healthy. Listen to your body if you're feeling ill. Yeah, I know a lot of the time I've definitely ignored illnesses and gone home worse than I was. So yeah, exercises. Okay, exercises on the road. For me, who's not a gym bunny, stretches in the morning, definitely. And before bed if you can, if you remember. Again, walking around the city if you can. Some kind of cardio, even if it's star jumps. Take the stairs instead of the lift. Go shopping. That's a lot of walking. Favourite cities. New York. I just spent Christmas there and it was amazing. I love Chicago actually. It's like really pretty. Yeah, lots of things to see. Tokyo, love it there. London, even though I live there, I do love it. Auckland in New Zealand, visit it if you haven't been before. Warm-ups. Taking it up the scale and down the scale. Breathe in, hold for 10, breathe out for 10, breathe in, hold for 15, breathe out for 15, etc. And just to expand. That one. No, I did that one. What else do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just to open the mouth. And A-E-I-O-U. Exercise the mouth. I think that was 5. Vocal health. Water, 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 and more water. Not too much acid like lemons and stuff. I only have that if I've got a cold and I need to cut the phlegm. Sleep, essential, because your voice will heal while you're asleep. That was 4, I think. Know yourself, know your voice, because I know I can't laugh too hard, I can't shout too much, scream. Some people have robust voices and I don't, so I can't do all of that. I have to know when to shut up. Beauty tips. Good brushes. Clean your brushes. Get a good primer. Hold your makeup all day. Always remove your makeup thoroughly. And always walk with makeup, like have the minimal, like a foundation, a powder or a lipstick and a mascara, in case you get called to do a session in the middle of the day and you left the house looking like Sideshow Bob. You could at least turn up for work looking decent so they call you back. And that's my top 5s. Thanks.